Hi, I'm Tina, and I'm here to discuss the topic of changing roles and identities in later adulthood. I chose this subject because I've witnessed firsthand how caregiving profoundly impacts the way individuals, particularly older adults and their families, perceive themselves. At first, I thought that caregiving would primarily involve assisting with appointments or errands or other light things, but it ultimately taught me invaluable lessons about identity, purpose, and strength. This transformative experience inspired my decision to pursue a degree in psychology. In later adulthood, the connection between identity and independence is particularly significant. Psychologists refer to this role change as the shift in the roles we've held for decades. An older adult may transition from being the primary decision maker with their family to relying on others, which can significantly disrupt their sense of self. This perfectly describes my grandma with dementia. She was so used to being in control and leading the family, but as her diagnosis happened and her disease progressed, it became harder and harder, and she lost her sense of self. Erikson's stage of ego integrity versus despair illustrates this concept. Individuals reflect on whether they've lived a meaningful life, and the loss of autonomy can make this reflection more challenging. However, supportive relationships can provide older adults with newfound meaning and purpose. Caregivers experience an identity shift in both directions. Research conducted by Montgomery and Kosloski revealed that caregivers often adopt a new sense of purpose, but this can come at the expense of emotional well-being. I personally experienced this balance. It was both exhausting and enlightening, demonstrating the resilience of individuals. Aging isn't solely about physical transformation, it also involves psychological growth and a redefinition of one's identity. Roles evolve, independence shifts, and both older adults and caregivers redefine their identities during this process. Studying this topic alongside my caregiving experience helped me realize that aging isn't a decline, it's a transition. When families view aging as a transition, it creates space for empathy, humor, and even connection. Thank you.